Welcome to WEFM's 3 p.m. news. I'm your presenter, Jessica Klein. First, on the local scene. The contractor Dan Company Limited and his team have begun the process of adding 3 extra water circulation gaps or breaches to the Marina Pier structure on Monday, July 31st, 2023. This technique involves removing fill material and allowing new oxygenated water to circulate in the area in order to improve turbidity and water quality. The fill material will be repurposed and placed close to the areas that have breached to increase bird habitat and provide a favorable environment for red and black mangroves to organically recruit and recover. In regards to Ashton's Lagoon Coral Restoration Project, which will be expanded, red mangroves will be planted in their place to halt the death of black mangroves. Honey production will increase, and ecological farming will be implemented in the collaboration with local communities. The project, scaling up restoration at Ashton Lagoon using a ridge to reef approach for climate change adaptation and sustainable livelihoods on Union, is being funded by Caribbean Biodiversity Fund, CBF, and the Ecosystem Based Adaptation Facility, EBA. During his appearance on WEFM's Cop Chat program, Assistant Superintendent of Prisons, Julian Clark, stated that the role of His Majesty's prisons is to take care of prisoners as they undergo their rehabilitation process, not to abuse them. Clark made mention of the fact that there are persons in the public that take issue with the treatment of prisoners, deeming it too lofty, and pointed out that it is not the duty of the prison to mistreat its inmates. He said, they are not sent to prison to be punished, but the whole aim is to reclaim the prisoner. I need to say that early because there are folks who would say, oh, we have the prisoners living high and mighty and nice, and they should not be like that. Why don't you deal with them a certain way? During the program, he also noted that there is a need for more psychologists and psychiatrists within the prison system as it pertains to the rehabilitation of prisoners within the prisons of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Still on the local scene, a 20-year-old man identified as Bahara Duckwell of Paul's Avenue is set to spend a further 16 years, 8 months, and 20 days in prison for crimes he committed in 2019. Duckwell robbed a man and a woman in Kingstown, then abducted and raped the woman, forcing her to walk naked in the street before wrapping herself in a garbage bag. Justice Ricky Burnett sentenced the man, Bahari Duckwell, to some 55 years in prison for his December 15, 2019 crimes. However, Duckwell will only serve the longest of the sentences, all of which will run concurrently. Duckwell pleaded not guilty to 1 count of rape, 2 counts of robbery, 1 count of abduction, 1 count of buggery, and 1 count of assault causing actual bodily harm. After a trial that ran from June 15th to 26th, 2023, Duckwell was found guilty on all counts except that of buggery. On the regional scene, the Caribbean Community CARICOM and the Inter-American Institute for Cooperation on Agriculture, ICA, have agreed to prioritize their joint actions in this region with a view to strengthening the food and nutrition security of the population and the climate resilience of the agricultural sector. The agreement was signed during a visit by Carla Barnett, Secretary General of CARICOM, to the ICA headquarters in San Jose, Costa Rica, where she met with Manuel Otero, Director General of this hemispheric organization, which specializes in agriculture and rural development. The agreement proposes joint advances in the areas of policy making for agricultural and rural development, production, promotion of value chains, and resilience of the agricultural sector, and improvement of land use in the Caribbean countries. 37-year-old Christopher Douglas of Guyana has been sentenced to 4 years in prison and fined $39,024,000 on Wednesday for the possession of cocaine for the purpose of trafficking. Douglas appeared before magistrates' case at Guyana's Diamond Magistrates Court and pleaded guilty to the charge. He was charged with possessing 26.026 kilograms, over 57 pounds of cocaine for the purpose of trafficking. On Sunday, the Customs Anti-Narcotic Unit, CANU, was conducting a routine operation at a cargo company next to the Chedi Jagan International Airport, Timeri, where they found $27 million in cocaine. According to CANU, officers had intercepted a motor car which was driven by Douglas, followed by a subsequent search leading to the discovery of 23 brick-like parcels suspected of cocaine and a 9mm pistol, along with a magazine with 14 matching rounds. He was arrested and escorted to CANU headquarters along with the suspected narcotic. The narcotic tested positive for cocaine, weighing approximately 26.016 kilograms, almost 57.35 pounds, with a street value of approximately $27 million. On the international scene, President of Uganda, Yoweri Museveni, has accused the World Bank of trying to coerce the Ugandan government over its anti-LGBT legislation. It follows the announcement by the lender that it was suspending any new loans to the country because the law against same-sex relations contradicts its values. In a statement on social media, the president said that Uganda will develop with or without loans. Additionally, he said that it is unfortunate that the lender was seeking to coerce us into abandoning our faith, culture, principles, and sovereignty using money. Mr. Museveni, however, said that the country will continue discussions with the World Bank so that they and we avoid this diversion if possible. This has been WEFM's 3 p.m. news. I have been your presenter, Jessica Klein. Join us again at 5:30 p.m. for WEFM's evening news, and we thank you for listening.